to do my makeup because I have a job interview today, and it's like 6:30 in the morning, but I don't give a shit right now because I have my interview at 9, so I'm so bored and I feel like I should make a video because it's just, I haven't in a while, so I'm just gonna, I know like a lot of people in the past have like wanted me to do like makeup shit or just like see how I do my makeup, and it's really like you're not gonna be able to see much, but if you just want to hear me talk about whatever, then you've come to the right video. So today is a very magical day, and I'm gonna tell you why. And there's a major shift of celestial energy coming into play, or coming into this physical realm. And what's important about today is it's October 10th, and 1010 is like an angelic number or some shit. I don't know. My mom just like told me about it, and it just made a lot of sense. Like October, especially like this time period, is like really important to re-establish yourself and reconnect with your old goals and stuff like that. Replenish your skills, replenish your mindset. October is like, for me, this is the time where it's time for me to, reconnect with my goals and aspirations and reclaim that power that I had that I've lost. So it's like time to like kind of take back what's yours. So, what am I doing? I'm like adding red. That's a lot of red for a job interview. I keep forgetting, like, every time I do my makeup, I just go, like, full throttle with the red. And, I'm using, this Urban Decay Heat palette. Back when everybody in, like, 2017 wanted to be grunge and shit, and, like, those Flaming Hot Cheetos bitches use this palette, and then James Charles came and did it better. But I never really do my makeup anymore. It's just like when I was at school and I would do my makeup, like my nose would get really like runny and stuffy, especially when I would use like foundation and concealer. That's why I like don't do it anymore, and I think it gives it a more like gritty and raw look when you don't use concealer. Even if you do have like acne, I think personally it looks better when you just like add eyeshadow and lipstick or whatever, and like fill in your eyebrows. To me, I just think that looks better than caking your face in foundation. And it's, better for your skin to let that shit breathe. So, what else was I gonna talk about? Another thing that I do want to make clear that's, like, been kind of bothering lately is I feel like, so, I'm really skinny. I'm, like, 94 pounds, actually. And if you, like, meet me in person, I'm pretty fucking short from what other people might think, but, what bothers me is people, like, shaming girls who are really skinny, because that used to be, like, what do you call it, like, a beauty standard for women was, you know, like really skinny, big tits, big butt, you know, shit like that. And I don't think that there should be a set beauty standard for women. And what really sucks is we live in a time now where thicker bodies are really glorified, and people are just like kind of shaming skinny girls for being skinny, when it's like, I don't think we should be shaming anybody for, you know, the size that their body is naturally. Like, if you have an eating disorder, then that is something that you should personally work on, and you shouldn't generalize people's weights based off people who have eating disorders. Like, just because you're naturally skinny doesn't mean you're anorexic, and just because you're naturally thick doesn't mean you're morbidly obese. You know, it just sucks. Because, you know, like, if you think I have an eating disorder, I will literally eat a whole ass Carl's Jr. burger right in your face. You know, like, I just have this huge problem of, like, gaining weight. It's, like, it's so difficult for me. And, I think, like, I just naturally have, like, a faster metabolism, but it's, like, I don't know. Women who have thigh gaps, women who are flat-chested, have a flat stomach, skinny legs, like, you know, you shouldn't have to feel the need to apologize for the way that your body is. And the same thing goes to thicker women. Like, you know, you shouldn't have to apologize for that. Even if you do have an eating disorder, like, it's your own thing to figure out, you know. And, like, I don't like saying the wrong thing, so pardon me if I said something that, like, it's kind of, like, offensive or whatever, but, you know, I'm just, like, you know, calling an overweight person or a thick person, you know, like, fat ass and a pig is, like, just as hurtful as calling somebody who's really skinny, like, pancake ass and twig and shit. Like, it just sucks because it just makes you feel like you're really unattractive. Like, oh, I'm skinny, I guess that, like, I'm just not attractive, you know. It's just what it feels like, and we should just, like, glorify both thick and skinny bodies, because thick and skinny are both natural. Being anorexic or morbidly obese is not natural, and we shouldn't generalize bodies based off eating disorders. Holy shit, I feel so lightheaded right now. As you guys can, like, kind of see what I did there, but, I don't know, I like my body. I do. There's, like, certain things that I do want to improve, like, my legs are really skinny. And personally, I don't like it. I, like, took a trip up to Illinois to, like, see my family last week or whatever, and I, like, woke up and I looked in the mirror and I'm just like, I do not like this and I need to change it and I need to gain weight, because for my age, being 94 pounds is not healthy. And it's important to, like, recognize that stuff, because it's the first step towards a positive change. So, now I'm just gonna do a little wing with my eyeliner. And I'm really bad at doing little wings, because, like, I always mess up and then I have to make it bigger. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, like, I think I've talked about this before here, but it's like, I still live in a hotel. I want people to, like, people think I live in a motel. A motel is a lot different from an extended stay or, like, a hotel. this is like a little bit higher up than living in a motel. And thank God I'm not living in a motel. Fuck that. But, you know, everybody has, like, their different struggles financially and shit, and you shouldn't shame people for it. Like, I just moved out, and I just graduated high school, and this is a very huge and scary step towards fulfilling the life of my dreams at a younger age, and this was not ideal. This is not what we wanted, but, you know, this is better than nothing. And, you know, we both have jobs, we're both paying bills and shit. Actually, I got hired at a Kroger, and I'm gonna be, like, working in the deli, and it is, like, a higher paying job from Subway, and I actually just got fired from Subway, and my boss gave me, like, no explanation whatsoever. They were just like, at least she didn't tell me why they were firing me, and that is so unprofessional. They were just like, we don't need you anymore, bye. And then Zach went in because he wanted to call my boss or just, like, ask why I was fired, like, after work. He, like, went in and was just like, hey, why'd you guys fire Liz? And they replaced me with this scumbag who, like, you know, just, like, you know, I was a good worker. And they told me I was a really good worker. And they lost, like, a good employee and replaced one with, like, one that doesn't know how to work with people. That's all I can say. But, I mean, it's Subway, and I'm not gonna, like, dwell on that because fuck Subway. And I'm just, like, really grateful that I do have a higher paying job coming to me, and I still have yet to, my background check still has to clear, and once it does, which should be today, I can start my training. But I am going to an interview at a Dollar Tree because, like, money is money, and I haven't been working in, like, 3 days because I got fired 3 days ago. So we need money, you know. I need to be doing my part in making money. But this was my makeup. And this is what it looks like in the light. Very basic for my taste, but we fucking did it. But, let me just put that down right there. You guys want to see something cool that, like, I don't use? It's not mine, but before anybody makes assumptions, that's for weed. It's not for crack or meth or anything, just saying. For people that, you know, once they see me with weed paraphernalia, they assume that I'm shooting heroin. Not the case, but my neighbor that lives here, my neighbor right next door is a crackhead. Yeah. Right now I'm just, like, doing some mascara. And, oh my god. Every time I wake up in the morning, my vibration is so low. I'm, like, so irritated. I'm so pissed off. I just start, like, judging shit. And I want to know why. I genuinely, like, I want to know why. because, like, I don't know, even after I meditate, I just, like, start judging, and I get really, like, tuned into my ego, and it's like, this does not feel healthy. I feel like I'm, like, messing with my spirit. I feel like, I don't know. We haven't been, like, eating the healthiest because, you know, when I was working minimum wage and Zach wasn't getting a lot of hours at his work, it, you know, when you don't have a lot of money coming in, it's hard to, like, get healthy food and buy a lot of ingredients to make food from scratch. And we don't have an oven here, which sucks. We have a stove and a microwave, so we can't, like, make really nice, top-notch meals, you know? But, you know, you just kind of have to start from the bottom, and I'm gonna say this right now, is, like, when you move out, and you don't get an apartment, even if you applied for apartments, even if you get fucked over and you get denied, I'm gonna tell you this right now, you're gonna start from the bottom. It is going to be really hard. You might end up in the same situation as me if you decide to move, like, almost cross country. You know, try to find a job, apply to as many jobs as you can before you move. Apply to as many jobs in the area that you're moving so that once you do move, even if it's a minimum wage job, even if it's at McDonald's or whatever, at least you are making some money. And we would not have been able to continue living here if I didn't have a minimum wage job. So, and another thing, it really bothers me when people say, like, it will be hard. It's going to be hard. It's gonna suck. Because, I mean, yeah, there are certain things in life and growing up that are going to fucking suck. And there's no avoiding that. That's a part of learning, but you need to understand that those things that are gonna suck are learning experiences. And I want people to, like, understand that the weight you carry and the weight that you feel and the trauma that you will experience and the trauma that you are healing from is all a learning experience to help us become better people and better entities so that we can fulfill our life's purpose on this planet. And I like to look at the positives within the negative. I used to sit here and be like, oh my god, this sucks, this isn't what I wanted. Like, yeah, I'm living at an extended stay. We've been for, like, almost 6 months now, but it's better than nothing. And when you're starting out, it's really hard to, you know, have a nice apartment. And especially during a time like this with this pandemic going on, a lot of apartments aren't doing interviews, they aren't doing walk-ins, so it is harder right now to find an apartment, and, you know, so this is just what we're doing for now, but it's important to manifest what you want and focus on having gratitude for what you already do have. And once you recognize the gratitude for what you already do have, then you can move on to something bigger and better. And that's something that I've really learned over the past 2 months, actually, is to be grateful for what you have. You know, even if you're not making a lot of money, even if you're living at a hotel with a crackhead neighbor, you know, I made a really huge decision. I did something that is very terrifying. I just took this leap of faith and I moved from Illinois to Tennessee, and the only other friend I have here is my boyfriend. And things have been really hard for us on our relationship, on our finances, on our own personal and mental health. But it's just important that you don't give up, because, if you have a dream that you want to take on, you need to take that leap of faith. You need to do those scary things. You need to start from the bottom. Because, if your parents like to support you and shit and buy you everything, hand you everything, I'm sorry to break it to you, but mommy and daddy aren't going to be there forever, and eventually you're going to have to learn to do things on your own. And when you have them handing everything to you and doing everything for you and taking all the responsibility for you, it's going to be a lot harder for you to learn in the long run. So start doing things for yourself, But anyway, I'm going to end this video because I have to take care of my existence a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed me talking and putting on my makeup, and you guys have an awesome day.